Welcome to Starting with Python. Okay, in this section what we're going to do, learn a bit about Python programming language. We're going to draw some lines and shapes. We're going to change the color of the turtle's lines. And we're going to write a Python program to draw two squares, a circle, and a triangle. So what do? You click the Start menu, then you click All Programs, and then you click Python 3.2, and then you choose the Python command line. That should open your Python program. Your command line will look like this. So then you should see your screen pop up like this. So what is a command line? Command line is a type of computer interface. What does it do? It uses text-based commands to tell a computer to do something. Now the Python command interpreter. This is a program that creates a window. You see the window right here. Okay. And it creates a window where the programmer can enter and run Python commands. And the command prompt is the command line. This is where you're going to type your commands. Every command is a single instruction to Python. And how do you run the command? You just press enter. And what you're going to be writing is called statements. A statement is the smallest piece of code that still can do something. A statement can be made up of one or more lines of code. Statements can do things like add numbers together or print text onto a screen and lots more. We're going to do more with Python code here. A disadvantage of the Python command line interpreter is you can't save your work. The command line, to practice entering Python commands, the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to use that, and we're not going to save our work here. Okay, if you were to type a command incorrectly and press enter, you're going to see an error message. Okay, if that happens, all you have to do is retype the command. And then you press enter again instead of editing the command that you already typed. So we're going to use the command interpreter to draw a line. Now one of the things that's peculiar to this program is that you tend to have, your windows tend to freeze. So what do you do if you think your window's frozen? How do you deal with it? First you make sure that the window is frozen. Just wait a minute or two and make sure that the window is really frozen and just not slow. Yeah, sometimes the window might look frozen, but then it becomes responsive again. So what happens? You figure it's slow, what do? You just close the window, you click on the X, right? And then you start again. That's one thing you can do. Okay, so if you run a shape, and this is not working, this window, it's frozen, you can just close it out and try and run your program again. So closing out that window, the next time you write a command, it'll run that window again. If you keep on having this problem, maybe then a good solution would be to close out that graphics window each time after you've had a command. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to have Python draw a line now. In the Python command window, we're going to type from turtle import. Then have that little star and click enter. And click enter again, so you have two lines there. A line of code is like a sentence. What it tells the computer to do is that any line of code can be translated into a more human readable and understandable language, right? In this line of code, the import command tells Python to load a program named Turtle. When you installed Python on your computer earlier, it also installed some pretty useful programs that you can import and use in your projects. And this is the Turtle program. After the Turtle program is imported, the commands in the Turtle program can be run from the command line. So if you type this command correctly, you can go ahead. If you didn't type it again. Now if you realize you made a typo before you click the enter, you can always backspace. But once you hit enter, if you've made a mistake, you have to just do it again. But if you type the command incorrectly, you'll see an error message. So if that happens, once again, just do it again. If you typed it correctly, the command prompt's just going to come again, just like this one did, without any extra messages. So once again, all you have to do is you click the blank line 2 lines below the code you already typed, and then you type in shape turtle. See, I made a mistake. I just backspace, and I clicked enter. So now you'll see the Python turtle here. In the program, the turtle program shape is a command which changes the shape of the turtle. The turtle is like the tip of a pen that draws a line on the computer screen. The turtle can either be shaped like a turtle or some other shape. The default turtle shape is an arrow. So whatever shape the turtle is always called the turtle. We could have called it other things. So the shape command is a special type of command which takes an argument. So we're telling what the cursor is supposed to be shaped like. In this time it's a turtle, right? The argument is a letter, number, word, or combination of those that a command needs in order to work. Every command will only accept specific types of information or arguments. In the line of the code shape turtle, the argument is turtle. The shape command accepts a limited number of arguments, each of which defines a different turtle shape. The possible arguments we could have in here, you could try other things. Try arrow, try circle, you can try square, triangle, or classic. Okay. Entering the command shape turtle changes the turtle shape into a small drawing of the turtle. So make sure if you're going to type something, whatever you type in here, put quotation marks around it and spell it right. Press enter again. So what happened? With us, what happened was the Turtle Graphics window opened right here. The small turtle. If that didn't happen for you, go back and repeat what we did here. Just repeat typing this in, shape turtle. In the Python command line, click the blank line at the end of the code and then type forward 100. And what's my argument? I want it to go 100 pixels. So if I click here, what happened? The turtle drew a line 100 pixels long. In the turtle program, forward is a command which moves the turtle forward. Unlike the shape command, the forward command's argument has to be a number. If you type something that's not a number, Python is going to show an error message if you use it as an argument. What the argument forward is going to do is tell how many pixels the turtle's going to move. Pixels are just little tiny dots on the screen. They make up words and images you see on your computer screen. Everything on the computer is made of dots of light, and those dots or lights are called pixels. Now if I want to close that graphics window, all I do is I type bye, like that, and click enter. So now my window is no longer clickable open. I just have this screen here. I want to close this one. I could click up here on the little X, or I could type in exit. It's a good thing to know, typing in exit if you have lagging screen, right? There's two other commands you need to know about. The undo command that undoes the last turtle command you just entered. And the reset command is what you use when you want to set the turtle back to its original color and its original shape and position. You use the reset command when you want to start over. Now remember last time when we moved the turtle, we moved it 100 pixels and we moved it forward. You can put any particular number in there. A 5 would make a small line, 100 would make a larger line. But there's other commands you can use too. Instead of forward, you can make the turtle go backward. It's the same idea. You put a number, a smaller number for a smaller line, a larger number for a larger line inside the parentheses. Now, if you're going to make the turtle go right or left, you're talking about a clockwise or a counterclockwise movement. So you're telling it how many degrees to move. So there's 360 degrees in a circle. So using a left or a right command is going to tell it, okay, move 90 degrees left, which would be a straight angle, right? Or 90 degrees right. So those are typically the kind of commands that you'd move for your turtle to go left or right. So here are some examples. If I put in a command right 360, this turtle's going to spin clockwise in a complete circle. If I put left 180, the turtle's going to spin around in a half circle counterclockwise. Now if I put right 720, the turtle's going to spin around clockwise 2 full circles, because 720 is 2 times 360, right? A negative number is just going to rotate the turtle in the opposite direction. So if you're going to move the turtle in a geographic pattern, you're going to have to use a right or a left command. So how would you think through code to make this turtle draw a square? Well, you would have to have it move forward a certain length, and you would have to have it make a turn with 90 degrees angle, correct? Because a square has 90 degrees angle at each corner. So let's draw a square, shall we? So once again, we've from turtle import, and we put our shaped turtle to bring up our turtle graphics window back here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to type forward 100. Click enter. So if you check, that should have moved your turtle forward 100, right? So now you've got that horizontal line drawn. You know, if it didn't do it, just go ahead and start it over again. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make him turn. So we're going to type right 90. So what's that? 90 degrees, correct? So now if I look at the screen, I should see my turtle facing down, right? If you did that wrong, you can start over again. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the turtle go another 100. This time we're going to do an abbreviation for forward. We're going to go FD, same thing. Let's say forward 100. So if I click that, FD is an abbreviation for forward. So you see it's come down, so that did what I wanted it to do. So the next thing I want to do is I want to make it do another 90 degree angle. So what I do is I type again right 90. We'll do the abbreviation for right this time, RT 90. And if I look at my graphics window, you can see he's now turned this direction. So now we want him to go forward another 100. And we'll do right again. And we'll go forward 100 again. Now we'll have a look at what we've done so far. We've completed our square. There you go. Another command you have is command circle. Now what the circle does, for the number you're going to put inside the circle is going to be its radius. Remember, radius is the distance from the center, and diameter goes all the way across. It's from the center, so the bigger the number, the bigger the circle command is going to be. Okay. A positive number makes the turtle go clockwise. A negative number makes the turtle go counterclockwise. So let's try the circle out. So I'm going to put a negative command in here. Go circle. And I'm going to go minus 100. You can see he's gone around and see which direction he's facing. Now what I'm going to do is circle with the positive 100. You'll see me facing the other direction. Now there you go. So there's the one where he made a negative circle over here and the positive circle over there. Now there's one thing you can do with the circle command that's kind of fun. You can have an optional argument. An optional argument means that doesn't have to be there, but I can draw a square with the circle command if I give it 4 steps. If I give it 3 steps, it'll draw me a triangle. If I say 8 steps, what's 8 steps? An octagon, right? So it'll give me an 8-sided figure. So you can put in a circle, you can have it make any shape you want by just giving it the number of steps you want it to take. So now instead of using all these steps here to draw a square, we'll use a square. You'll draw a square real quickly using a circle command. So I'll put in here circle. I'll put the 100 in here, but I'll add to that argument 4 sides, so steps is equal to 4. So now if I open up my turtle graphics again, I can see that it's drawn me a square inside the circle, but we only used one command. What about changing the color of the line? Well, if you want to see what color it is by default, all you have to do is type in the color command. When you press enter, it'll tell you black, black. In other words, black is the color of the line, and black is the automatic fill color. You can change its color by typing it in. So here you can see you can make the outside line here red by just typing in color with quotation marks around the word red. Here it tells you that there's hundreds of name colors that you can use. You know, common names like blue, green, or violet. Less common names like plum, peach, navy. And they're all written in English. But you can do this with numbers too. The other way to choose a color is by the numbers. RGB, red, green, blue. Red, green, blue. Every light is made up of the spectrum of color, and you have basically every pixel of light on the screen has a certain amount of red light, green light, and blue light to make any particular color, and also with an intensity thing. But we're not going to learn so much about intensity. We're going to look at how to get any particular color you want by using the numbers here. So you can do 1.0 to get with zeros. This will get you a pure red color. This will get you a pure green color. And this will get you a pure blue color. And any color on the spectrum is made up of a combination of red, green, and blue. That's what you do with light. But in this class, we're just going to use names, or at least for this chapter. So what happens if I type in their color red? Let me see. Press enter. Let me pull it up. Now the turtle's turned red. So let me check to see what that is, what my color now is. So I put in color. What does it tell me? Both the fill color and the line color are red. That's what it tells me. Now you can see the line's fill color is red. Okay, I can change it to black, but you're not going to see any difference if I draw something, because the line is not thick enough for you to see the fill color of the line. But let's do this. Let's draw a triangle. So I'm going to go over here, circle, 100. And for this argument, we'll put steps is equal to 3. So there you go. Now you can see the red triangle that you just created. Now if I do change this color, you're going to see that the outline of the turtle is going to stay red and the inside is going to go black. So if I put in here color, and I put in here red, comma, black, click enter, what happens is the turtle has a red outline now and has black. But if I did the line still would look red because you don't have any, it's not thick enough to show a color.